It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems.
All right, Coach. Well, after 3 years as the home of the Chargers, it is most likely the final regular season home game at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
You ready? At their own 23-yard line.
Now, 185. Later 9. Watch twist. Right down. White Monday down. Check safety.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Kill. Watch the eye.
Low. 12 Jumbo.
Throwing on second and 14. Carr. It's complete to Williams. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver.
Kill. Check 3. Check Raider 1. Check 20. Comes up.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Hey, Delta! No.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Jam.
Easy. Kill.
On second down now, it's Gordon. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Right here.
Alpha!
From the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's Be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
180.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch, switch, switch.
Load it. Load it.
A toss play, Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 22 on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people are shying away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
6:37.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Raiders. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
White.
Check the hot read.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
185.
Bandit. Check 9. Slam. Jack.
Yo, Chief.
36.
Express.
Roy.
Express.
Check that. We got Mike 52.
Heavy.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Down. 180.
All day, dog.
29.
52. Block 52. 52's the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 52's the mic.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And he rifles one incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
6-18. Express.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Shift. Hey, alert 3. Kill.
Hold on.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. That's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here we go.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Charger drive about to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 29-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check behind.
Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I'm here all day.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Check. Hey, 7:34.
57. Mike, 50.
Express.
57.
What's up?
Mike, 57.
Hold on.
Carr now on first down.
You ain't going nowhere.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the throwing football.
On second down. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Express.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Small.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah.
29. 29.
Defense, let's get out the field. Defense.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Let's go.
A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Switch. 40.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check 99. Check 99. He's coming.
White Monday down.
Double up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Low. Well, Gumbo.
Switch it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Trying to lay one up deep.
Hey, switch gears.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
SOS.
He's checking. Crash. Watch twist.
Express.
Twist. You got tape.
Shotgun now for Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set, 180.
You don't know no better.
Throwing again. Rivers. It's caught by Bryant. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check 55, Mike.
Hey, Echo. White, 89.
Again, it's Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Charger kicker Mike Badgley on 4th down, coming out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
This is taken at the 3. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. They run it here with Gordon. A nice little juke. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of 2 there. Scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Last stop. Last stop.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Carr now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's...
Right. OP. Check.
Again, it's Carr. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Third and goal for Rivers. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Benson Mayowa able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. On first down, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Watch the pass. Watch out, watch out.
Yo, Chief.
And 58 is a mic.
Carr will try it again on second down. And this is incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Easy, kill.
57's mine.
Express. Let's go.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
All day, just like that. Just
Two strike Chief. Raider 1.
check three, check three, check three.
That's it.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Down.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You have the first one for the second one to even matter.
Out.
That's it.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
That's it.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Check. Fresno.
Shit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
57's the mic.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
I'm coming. Low.
Check.
12 Jumbo.
Check.
That's it.
Check 43. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Carr to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
57. Mike, 57.
Throwing now is Carr. And they'll find Moreau here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
We're good.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Good job. Great. Good job.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
All right. Black 11!
So don't say nothing.
Behind!
Now Rivers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point? You just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what, no matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Under 10. Under 10.
That's right. Check 9. Check 9. You're mine.
New Mike 52. Mike 52.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It's a screen to Richard. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short.
Let's go, boys.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
It's a turnover on down.